Hey, everybody. Hey, O2 Hurricane, Mazakine, Pollyanna, Irish Jessie. Welcome in. Hi, Jasmina. Today's question day, Jasmina. So if you got a question, let me know in the comment section. You can put your question in. And we'll get started here in a minute. Hopefully my internet will hold out. I rebooted my internet, so hopefully it'll work. Hi, Jaleisha. Pollyanna, do you want tarot or runes? Yeah, it's been a while there, Jaleisha. Okay, tarot. Hey there, you whoopoo. Yeah, I can timestamp you. I'm doing good, Mazakine. Long time no see. What do you want? Dear you whoopoo, do you have a question? Dear you whoopoo, do you have a question? Hey, Nada. You want a message, Nada? Nada, do you want tarot or do you want runes? Hi, Helga. Helga, do you have a question? Today's question day. I can't seem to make it on the other day. It's always something comes up, my internet or the heat. Okay, Nada wants tarot. Delia Whoopoo, you didn't tell me what your question was. Helga, do you have a question? Tarot or runes, Helga? Okay. I always give you guys an option. Where you at, Delia Whoopoo? You probably want to know what the focus is for this week. Hey, Brenda. Jasmina, you had a question? I missed your question, Jasmina. I missed your question. Hang on. Let me go back and look. Oh, yeah, that's right. I got your question. Yeah, you wanted tarot. Gotcha. You're not late. Okay, gotcha, do you, woo poo? You're not late, Brenda. I started a couple of minutes early. I get over here and I get everything set up, and I'm always a little bit early doing getting that done. You have a question, Brenda? You want me to ask? Well, you know what, Brenda? A little while ago, my little dog, I don't know what she was doing, but she came out from under the table and she started flopping around. I'm seriously worried about my little dog. Okay. I thought at first I thought she was having a seizure. Then I thought she was laying there dying. And I picked her up and she seemed to be okay. She went to the bedroom, but I'm afraid to go check on her. Oh, I speak of her and she comes out here to me. There you are, my little baby. Where you at? Where'd you go? Come here. Oh, you come out for food? Okay, she seems to be okay. She seems to be okay, Brenda. No, it's not the heat, Pauline. It's not that hot here today. Oh, yeah. I don't know if she had a seizure or what it was, or if she was just waking up, and I don't know, because I don't really know how old she is. I know how long I've had her. Brenda, do you have a question? I'll write it down and then I'll get started with these questions. Did you come out for food? Didn't Daddy feed you this morning? He's always giving you that food. He gives you the special food. You're sitting there eating that nasty stuff. You're talking to her. You want to know if Freddie's going to be okay? You want tarot or runes? Okay. All right. I'm going to get started. O2 Hurricane. Are you here, O2 Hurricane? Oh, no, Brenda. I'm sorry to hear that. How old is Freddie? O2 Hurricane. Are you here? Okay. Aw. Poor baby Pollyanna. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, no. Oh, he's only 4 years old? Oh, no. All right. O2 Hurricane. When will I believe I'm worthy? Before I pull tarot cards. O2 Hurricane, you understand everybody's worthy. Understand that. And I believe you need to maybe start believing in yourself more, start loving yourself more, stop being overcritical of yourself. I don't know. I can't give you a time on that. This is something O2 Hurricane that you have to work on. So, as far as giving you a timeline, I really can't do that. This is something that you're going to have to work on. You have to start believing in yourself, start loving yourself. Hey, Meadow Clips, welcome in. I was going to say drop your Etsy link, but that's right. If you guys are, you have to, do you have your Shopify up yet? If not, let people know how they can contact you if they want to get some soap, order some soap, or maybe, I don't know how to check out the other items that you have that you make. Oh, worthy of a man. Well, you have to believe in yourself and love in yourself first. Thank you, Metal Clips. If you guys are interested in anything that Metal Clips makes, like she makes soap and she also crochets clothing items, you can contact her at her email address that she put in the chat. Yeah, you you're not going to be able to find somebody to love you until you love yourself first. And don't try to force it. It will come when it's ready. When it's the right time, you will find the right person. I can't answer your question with tarot cards. I can answer your question with the knowledge that I have. And that comes with experience. You do love yourself? Okay, that's the first step. The next step is when you meet the right person, you'll know. But I can't tell you, I can't give you a timeline on when that's going to happen. But when it does, you'll know. You always, O2 Hurricane, you always hit me with these hard questions. If you have a different question you want me to answer, I'll gladly answer it for you. But trust in yourself. And if you find somebody, get to know them first. And make sure that it's not just that you're worthy of that person. Make sure that that person is worthy of having you and being with you. That goes two ways. That's not just one way. That's two ways. Make sure that you don't accept something from someone that you wouldn't normally accept. such as don't take anything from a person that talks down to you, and definitely don't take anything from a person that would be physically harmful to you. That's the best way I can answer your question. It's better than the cards, actually. You want somebody that is worthy of you just as much as you are worthy of them. And my cards aren't going to answer that question. I'll answer that question for the cards. So if you do have another question, I don't have a problem taking it. But that one, you are worthy. Just know that. Just make sure that the person that you choose is also worthy. It's not a one-way street. Mazakine, are you here, Mazakine? How does M feel about me? Hi, member Berries. Welcome in. You want to know how M feels about you. If you guys got questions, put them in chat. For the most part, I'm only taking one, but for O2 Hurricane, I'm making an exception because that's a question that I prefer to answer personally because I don't think that's a good question for the cards. You want somebody that is just as worthy of you as you are of them. That was O2 Hurricane, Helga. I'm on Mazakine now. Yeah, it is, Brenda, and it's difficult to answer that. It's all right, Helga. All right. How does M feel about you, Mazakine? We're going to cut the cards this one time. I don't normally do this on these days, but I'll just cut them this time. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, please, and thank you. I see 6 likes and I see 13 people. All right. How does M feel about Mazakine? Let me move this stuff back out of my way. I'm not sure what you mean there, O2 Hurricane. What does the next step with that give? What do you mean by that? Thank you, Pollyanna. All right. Well, we've got, you need to ground yourself. And this is a time for change. Now's a time for change because this person, M, is not committed to you. They're not committed. And this is telling you to keep rolling on. You need to meditate, ground yourself, Take care of yourself, nurture yourself, because whoever M is, there's no commitment there. Hey, Ellie, you want a message from your mom and dad? All righty. All right. So, Mazakine, that person, whoever M is, they're not committed to you. So, it's time to move on. It's time to change. It's time to change and move on. And you're being told to ground yourself, nurture yourself, take care of yourself, because I don't know how close you are to this person, M. Just know that they're not committed to you. You're very welcome, Mazakine. You're very welcome. I'm doing okay, Ellie. I'm doing okay. Right now, we're having decent weather. It rained, it stormed yesterday. It's not too hot today either. So if we can continue this trend, it'd be nice. Now I'm going to look at the radar and the weather prediction and see. I may go if it's going to be hot. Hey, sucks to be you. If it's going to be hot this weekend, here's what my plan is. If it's going to be hot and I have to go later in the day, I will do it on Saturday instead of Sunday, because I know a lot of people go to work on Monday and don't want to be up late on Sunday. So the plan is, if it's going to be hot this weekend, I'll move Sundays to Saturday and make it later in the day. That's going to make. I apologize to my friends over in the UK. You'll probably be in bed. I'm sorry. But it's only temporary it's only temporary, because if things work out after this big event that's taking place in town, this RV might get moved, and that may change things. Pray for me. Pray that things work out after the end of this month. We may be moving to the east end of the barn, which means I'd have the morning sun, but I wouldn't have this afternoon sun. All right, Jasmina, you're up next. Jasmina, will you find a job by August? So pray that things work out our way after the end of this month, because we got a big event going on in this city. God almighty. Last night, we barely had any room. Only room we had left for customers was outside, and it was muddy outside. We did have a cow truck come in that had to go outside. There was no choice, because our barn is full, completely packed. I don't know about today, people are competing, so. Hey, Bluebird. And while there's not a list, Bluebird, today you can submit a question. Give me a question, And let me know if you want it answered by tarot or runes. Or you can just ask for a general reading. I don't care. Either way. All right, I'm doing Jasmina. Will you find a job by August? I get so distracted here. And I'm excited that things may work out and I won't be sitting in this sun for much longer. If you have a question, put it in chat and let me know if you want tarot or runes to answer the question. I'm excited too, Ellie. I mean, the person that runs this place might not be too happy, but you know what? It sucks to be him. That's all I got to say. All right. Jasmina, will you find a job by August? Will Jasmina find a job by August? You want tarot? Sucks to be you. Do you want tarot? Let's see. I've got Bluebird. And sucks to be me. You want tarot. All right. Will Jasmina find a job by August? Member Barry's coming in with a question. Awesome. Message from your mom. Gotcha. All right. Will Jasmina find a job by August? Will Jasmina find a job by August? I see you, O2 Hurricane. What's the next step with my problems? Okay. I think I can work with that. All right. Look at that. Jasmina, this is telling you that yes, you will get a job, have a job by August. Look at this. This is about stability. This is about the early stages. Your prayers are being answered. I don't know. This might be a family owned business that you're going to get a job with. It could be a family owned business that you're going to get a job with. It could be a private business. If you know what I'm saying, a family owned rather than a big corporation. I don't want to name big corporations, but you get my drift. You understand what I'm saying. I feel like it's not a big box company, but rather a family owned business. And yeah, you might not get the income you want right away, but it will be a stable income. You were praying for this, and it's going to come out. Red skies. Red Skies, do you want tarot or runes? Alrighty, gotcha. All right, Pollyanna, my Pollyanna. The next one is for my Pollyanna. Alrighty. You want to know if the guy that you've been talking to is who he says he is. And I'd like to invite those of you that are not members to consider becoming a member. I do members only lives once a week, usually on Tuesdays. And we do many different things on there. Everything from candle wax readings. I've shown how to do the runes. I have reviewed another creator's offensive ways when it comes to tarot. I've answered questions regarding a situation regarding a missing child case. Do a lot of things in the members only. And my members only is strictly members only. Unlike some creators, I don't publicize, I don't make it public where everybody can see it, but only members can chat. It truly is members only. Nobody else sees it other than members. All right. Is the guy I've been talking to who he says he is? This is for Pollyanna. Yeah, the goofball and her sidekick. Dumb and Dumber. I'm going to try to get on my other channel sometime this weekend. I don't know. I've got to come up with a topic. That's mainly why I haven't done anything on that channel. Between the heat. Oh. Pollyanna. So what I'm seeing here is he's not showing you his everything. He's not showing you everything. He's running from something. And I'm not saying that he's a bad guy, okay? That's not what I'm saying. I feel like he's been heartbroken in the past by somebody that he cared a lot about. And he's still in the process of mending his heart. So in that sense, he's not who he says he is. He's not telling you about heartbreak that he's been through in the past. He's trying to run from it. You can't run from your past. All you can do is confront your past and do your best to do better. And maybe he has trouble talking about his past relationships with you. Maybe it's something he just wants to keep to himself, and that's the part that he's not telling you. So is he who he says he is? He most likely is, with the exception of he's not telling you about a past heartache that he's dealt with. He's actually trying to run from it. It could be that too, from a much loved relative. Yes, because see, we have this card, the 7 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups is about people. See, this is your close circle of people. And in this close circle of people is a lot of times some of it's family. And so it could be that he's trying to get over that heartbreak. It's not it's not necessarily I have got to stop using the word relationships, because yeah, everybody always thinks, oh, romantic relationship, when in fact it could be kinship. It could be a family member. So he's brokenhearted about a connection that he's lost. He's healing his heart. His heart's healing. But if this is a family member that was lost, that's going to take a lot longer. Hey, Spirit of Morning. Yeah, I used to use my finger, and I watched another reader, and she had a pointer, and I couldn't find a pointer similar to hers, so I found one that suits me. And I found this one. I like this one a lot. I I picked out two, but I tend to use this one. So it's better than me using my finger going like this. Even though you get to see my fingernails that way, but and I've not worn my rings in quite a while. I need to get them out and clean them up and start wearing them again. Well, it had. Thank God it's not really warm here anymore, Spirit of Morning. But warm wishes to you as well. Did you, Brenda? I love this thing. So, Pollyanna, I would say he's probably holding back on talking about this. And it may be that he's trying to avoid the issue. It might hurt talking about it. Other than that, I don't see anything. All right. Dear you, Woo Poo, are you still here? I know you were going to go watch Big Brother, but let's see. Oh, Big Brother's on. I keep forgetting you're in a different time zone than me. Yeah, that'll cause people to close themselves off, Pollyanna. That will definitely cause people to close themselves off. 39 minutes. All right, this is for Dear You Woo Poo. About focus on in the relationship. I'm taking people as they came in the room, so just so everybody knows, and I'm time stamping this particular one. All right, this is for Do You Woo Poo. Focus. What do you need to focus on in the relationship? All right. What do you need to focus on in the relationship? These are all pentacles. Every one of them are pentacles. So the first pentacle that you've got is the first thing you need to focus on is commitment, being committed to the relationship, as well as the other person being committed as well. Stability in the relationship, and then growth in the relationship. Maintaining that stability, making sure that it's stable and that it's well balanced, that there's not more give and take, making sure that you're not giving more than you're receiving, that the commitment is equal and also stable. Interesting that you got all the pentacles, especially the commitment one. So it's about making sure that you're committed to maintaining a well balanced relationship, the give and take in a relationship. All right. Nada. Are you here, Nada? Thank you, Pollyanna. Thank you for being here. I know it's late over there. You want a message from your husband. A message from your husband. What do we have here? I don't know how long ago your husband had crossed over. Assuming, since you're asking about a message from your husband, that your husband has crossed over. Perhaps there is some feelings of despair. You feel like you're out in the cold. 3 years? Okay, that's not very long. You may be still feeling like you're out in the cold, having feelings of despair. But don't feel that way. It is going to be rough and rocky. The road of grieving, the path of grieving, is rough and rocky for people, depending on the closeness you are to the person that has crossed over. In your case, it's your husband. In the road to relearning to love again, getting through that grief, getting through the 5 stages of grief. That's difficult. And a lot of times, people don't make it through those stages of grief. And they can go for many years and not make it through. But it's about getting through them. But he's also telling you not to doubt yourself. So if you have something, if there's something that you want to move forward on, if you've found somebody new, if somebody new has come into your life, he's telling you not to doubt yourself. It's okay to move on. Don't feel like you have to be alone with your grief. You can still grieve. You can still make friends. You can still meet someone and start having those feelings towards another person. It's okay. Just don't doubt yourself about it. You might be blocking yourself from allowing yourself to enjoy life because of the grief. You may be blocking your heart chakra. You may be doing it to yourself because of the grief. You need to let go. You need to allow yourself to get through that rough patch. It's difficult to open up that heart chakra again once you lose somebody, but it is still possible. I've seen it many times, even in my own family. It might not happen right away. I'm not saying that tomorrow you're going to go out and find somebody that you have feelings for. But it's going to happen. And it's okay. Just don't feel like you have to be out in the cold and not be able to have those feelings again. Because you can. Let me look, red skies. There's 7 people ahead of you. You got time if you have to step away for a minute. You got plenty of time. I hope that answered your question, Nada. I hope that answered your question. That's his message, and I've got confirmation. I feel like he's here with me right now, letting me know that that's what he wants you to know. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Nada. All right. Helga. Are you here, Helga? Are you here, Helga? All righty. You want to know what's coming towards you when it comes to love. Be patient, people. Be patient. Love comes to you in the most unexpected, unusual ways sometimes. when you least expect it. Sometimes we try too hard with other people. And sometimes we try too hard with other people that we think that we want to be in a relationship with. And they're really not the right person. And when we kind of stop looking, the right person steps in. What's coming towards you in love? What's coming towards you in love? All right. So, Helga, there's somebody out there that you have unfinished business with when it comes to love. You might have to work hard towards it. You might have to put in some hard work and commitment. So I feel, Helga, there's somebody out there that have dealt with in the past. Perhaps you went your separate ways for whatever reason, but you have unfinished business with that person. You have unfinished business with that person. And you might have to work really hard and be committed to that hard work, because that might be your person. Mm, I haven't been doing this, but perhaps a Capricorn? Yeah, it could be somebody that's a Capricorn or an Earth sign, a Virgo or a Taurus. There's a small chance that that person could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarian. I don't always throw the astrology in. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'm just letting you know that that could be a possibility as well, if you're not sure. Brenda. Brenda. You're up next, Brenda. And I'm not real sure I really want to answer this question, but I will. Is Freddie going to be okay? What kind of dog is Freddie? You probably told me before. You said he's 4 years old. What kind of dog is Freddie? Oh, like my dog. The one I was telling you about a little bit ago, that I thought something was wrong with her. I usually have a good connection with with dogs in particular. Yeah, she's about, I think mine's about 10. Mine looks, you know what Bandit looks like. Mine looks like Bandit, only it's a female version. Mine's a female version and older than Bandit. Let me see if I can tap into Freddie. Because dogs are my thing. Dogs are my tap into. Freddie may need just need some extra time. Ah, okay, he's golden. I think he's going to be okay, but he just needs some extra time. Let me pull some cards. Yeah. You know what? Maybe instead of giving them I don't know what kind of medications you were giving Freddie. Hi, Kevin. I don't know what kind of medications you're giving Freddie. I don't know what he's on. If it's for pain, I would say maybe only on rare occasions give it to him if you think he really needs it. Oh, yeah, the fentanyl. Nah, yeah. I understand you not giving him that. I would be hesitant to give him that as well. I probably agree with you taking him away from that. I was going to say if it's something like an antibiotic or something, that's different. But that type of medication, yeah, no. Yeah, I don't blame you for doing that whatsoever. Tarot. All right, Kevin, 1 second. Let me write your question down. All right. Brenda, I'm not going to answer you know what? I'm not going to use the cards to answer your question. I think you're doing the right thing for him by getting him off of that particular medication. We all know that medication's not good for anything. Now, if he was on an antibiotic, I would think maybe a little bit differently. But since it's that type of a medication, I think now I'm feeling that he's going to improve. Just make sure you're going to have to work with him to make sure he's not in pain. Well, yeah, because think about it. I mean, that stuff is really, it's poisonous to us and it's poisonous to our animals. I promise you that Even I wouldn't take that. If the most I take is over-the-counter medication, Irish Jessie's probably sleeping, but she could tell you that before I came live, I had a headache starting to come on. I have degenerative disc disease in my neck. And I know that's what usually I made sure it wasn't my blood pressure causing my headache to come on. So I took some over the counter medication and it's all gone. It's all cleared up. So I'm a big believer less is better when it comes to medication. Unless, of course, it's something that when you're dealing with like your something serious where you need like an antibiotic or like a maintenance med for like blood pressure and things of that nature. That's different. But when it comes to pain, I got a problem. Pain medication. Oof. I can't take pain medication at all. Not the prescribed kind. That stuff is just too much. So, Brenda, I'm going. I don't know if I told you guys the stories about the two dogs. One when I was younger, and then one here since I've moved here. How I've connected to them when they were missing. And so I connect pretty decent with dogs. I feel that Freddie will do much better without that medication. As long as you make sure that you do your best to keep him out of pain. I hope that answers your question because it's, yeah, he's going to be okay. Freddie is going to be okay now that he's off of that nasty stuff. Yeah, my lives always stay up, Bluebird. I always leave my lives up. But there's only one more person in front of you. So I'm getting ready to read for Ellie now. This is Ellie's up next. So Brenda, I hope you understand. Knowing that you got him off, I would say if you would have left him on that medication, he would not have been okay. He'll be doing better without that medication. Well, I didn't mind answering it, just not with the cards, because I'm going based on my knowledge and based on my ability to connect. And Freddie is going to be okay. As long as he's not in pain, make sure that he's not in pain. I still, even if he does have a little bit of pain, I would say probably over the counter pain medicine that we would use. Probably Tylenol, maybe. I would research it first. Don't take my word for it. I would Google search and see if it's okay for Freddie to take Tylenol if he's in pain. Only if he's in pain. And how much Tylenol. Because it's going to be based on his size and weight. I would not, because I do know we can give dogs Benadryl. And it's based on size and weight. But that's for calming them, especially if you've got a dog that has issues with fireworks. Although Benadryl can have the opposite effect on some dogs. I had one dog that I gave Benadryl to keep him calm. This was years ago. And it had the opposite effect on him. Hi, Andrew. No, just let me know if you have a question and how you want it answered, with tarot or runes. Yeah, that they're just trying to, yeah, I wouldn't give, unless it's something for like a maintenance med, because you're chatting. It's based on chatters. The crowns in chat is based on how much you chat. It's based on how much you chat. Yeah, I think everybody, all the creators are having them now. Andrew, you just need to put a question in chat and then let me know if you want tarot or runes. All right, this is for Ellie. Let me move on to Ellie. And remember, I'll be live based on weather. Keep your eye out for me to schedule the live. It'll be based on the weather. If the weather's going to be too hot, I'll be live on Saturday, but later, much later, probably closer to 9 to 10 o'clock Eastern time. If it gets really hot. If it gets extremely hot or way too hot, I might not even be able to go live, but we'll see. And then I've got to figure out how to go live. You're welcome, Brenda. You're very welcome. I've got to start going live on my other channel too. What guidance does Spirit have for me right now? All right, you want guidance? And Ellie wants a message from Mom and Dad. So we're going to get Ellie a message from Mom and Dad. And we're going to do it like we always do. Mom over here, Dad over here. Let's see what Mom and Dad. Whoa. All right, there's one already. They're flying out. And I'm not doing a devil shuffle like someone else we know. Yes, Ziggy, that is a devil shuffle. Sorry. Not sorry. Yes, I will say it out loud. Yes, Ziggy, what you do is called a devil shuffle. You're not shuffling the cards. Lord have mercy. All right, there's Mom. And let's see what we get from Dad. Your mom is anxious to talk. Yes, she is. All right, we need a message from Dad here now. All right. Here we go. Your mom was really anxious to talk. And this is the card that she wanted me to really see. Well, look at that. No, Brenda, she doesn't. She calls the Page of Cups Summer's card. That's not Summer's card. Summer is not a water sign. But I'm not going to give her any more help than that. Hey, Culture. No, I'll take another one. You can throw a question in chat. Just let me know if you want tarot or runes. All right, Ellie. This is the connection you have with your mother. The closeness. Here. Your mom's here with me. She wants you to ignore the negative things that's being said. Don't let this negative stuff throw you off balance. Don't let any negativity when it comes to communication throw you off balance. Stand strong. This could be your card. She just wants you to know that. She wants you to stand strong against the negativity that's coming at you. All right, let's see what your dad has to say. How will work go for me next week since I will be by myself? All right. Let's see what your dad has to say. Oh, Ellie, your dad is talking. Oh, Ellie. Oh, my word. Oh, we know who this could be. This could be one of two people. I know it's the queen, but we know that the queen, this could represent, the queen does not necessarily have to be somebody female. It could be a male with feminine traits. A loss of something of value to, hey, Moonbud, a loss of something of value. See, this is, oh, is there a law enforcement officer that is not honest? Is there a crooked law enforcement officer? Because this is an authority figure here, and it's in reverse. This tells me that this person of authority is not a nice person. Is this person hiding something? This could represent one of two people. This could represent your sibling, or this could represent your sibling's spouse. I'll put it that way. This is about losing something of value because somebody in place of authority is crooked. Yeah, Brenda, you might be right. It could be. I'm thinking, I don't know the second one, but that first one you named, I could see that. Is there something that this authority figure has on your sibling? Because this could be your sibling or it could be your sibling's spouse. So I'm going to put it out there like that. This is a loss of something of value. What? OMG. What does the sibling hold great value in? What does the sibling hold great value in? Freedom. Freedom. Oh, we might be seeing something coming. I don't know how long it's going to take before. I'm going to say it's the sibling, your sibling, and not the spouse. I see a sibling losing their freedom because an authority figure may not be as upright as they let on. Maybe they're just not being so honest with your sibling. Maybe they're not telling your sibling everything they have or everything they know. And your sibling is going to lose the one thing that is most valuable: freedom. Oh, my word. That might be why your mother is telling you to stand strong over here, because negative, you might be getting they might try to accuse you of something to cause this to happen. That's how these two coming together are connected. The two mom and dads coming together. Yeah, I know they have. I know they've accused you of a lot of things, and it's ridiculous. And your sibling's spouse, I dare her to do a tarot reading on me. I dare her. Because once she crosses that line, I will do a public one on her. I'll make it public. Bluebird, are you still here, Bluebird? I do too, Ellie. I do too, because I know I know that she would give me a negative reading. I know she would. And I would give her an honest reading. That's the difference. Alrighty, Bluebird, you're up next. Oh, Ellie. We might see a loss of freedom here yet. You're very welcome, Ellie. You're very welcome. culture, please don't delete your comments. Well, O2 Hurricane, I won't read on somebody without their permission. However, this particular person I'm talking about thinks they're a tarot reader and have read on numerous other people and giving them negative readings because this person's really not a tarot reader. And I've been pushing the buttons because once somebody does a reading on me without my permission, they are therein giving me permission to do one on them, and it will be public. Your question, Bluebird, is you want to know will you get a call back from the place you applied for a job? That's not your exact wording, but you were wanting to know about a callback, job callback. Pollyanna, are you still here or did I lose you to sleep? If I lost you to sleep, that is perfectly fine. I understand. Thank you, O2 Hurricane. Callback. The chances of the callback are slim. There's very slight possibility, but I don't think it's going to happen. You've got these two in reverse, which means no. This one's upright, which means yes. These are all cups. You may have to turn your focus elsewhere. If it's a job you applied for and you're waiting on a call back, I don't think they're going to call you back. So you might want to put your focus elsewhere. Perhaps other applications, if that's the case. Yeah, I would, Bluebird. Yes. I highly recommend applying other places because there's only a slim chance of them calling you back. Give me 1 second here. Ugh. Try to find the button on that AC unit because the fan's turned down as low as I can get it. All right, you're very welcome. Moonbud, the spirit have a message for you. You want tarot or do you want runes? And Moonbud's question is going to be the last one I add. You want tarot. Awesome. All right. Sucks to be me. Are you still here? Sucks to be me? Or sucks to be you? Are you still here? Sucks to be you? I didn't even see you come in, Green Palace. Let me look, because I I can lose track of people coming in. I can miss people coming in. I don't see where you've commented before. So, I don't see you being in here. Green Palace, if you have a question, let me know what it is, but you'll be the last one. If you have a question and you want me to answer it, just let me know. Let me know if you have a question and how you want it answered. Okay, you type your question in. As soon as you type your question in, I'm going to have my mod post. There will be no more questions after Green Palace, or I'm not going to take any more. I'm trying to work on it here, Brenda, but the heat is messing me up. I'll probably be busy during the winter when it's colder and I can, Yeah, I got your other question, O2 Hurricane. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Let me write Green Palaces down. Let's see here. Give me 1 second, Green Palace. I'm looking. Let me find your question. You want a general reading with tarot? There is this. I have Sucks to Be You, Member Berries, O2 Hurricane, Red Skies, Kevin, Andrew, Culture, Moonbud, and Green Palace. I'm sorry, Pratish. I'm not going to be taking any more questions for today. I thank you for becoming a subscriber. If you could come back, I'll be live again this weekend. I'm not sure which day. It'll either be Saturday or Sunday. I'd appreciate it. I do on the weekends, I just do general readings and I give angel numbers. So if you would come back on this weekend, I greatly appreciate it. Because I've been on for an hour and a half already and I'm old. I get tired easy. All right. Sucks to be you. I think you said you were here. Let me see. Or, yep, you said you were here. You want just a general reading. All right. I'm sorry, Pratish. I will be live again this weekend. Usually it's on Sundays, but depending on my weather, it might be on Saturday. So just keep an eye out. Just keep an eye out because I schedule ahead of time. I schedule 24 hours ahead. So just keep an eye out on my channel for me to schedule a live. If it's going to be too hot, I'm going to schedule it for later in the day. If it's going to be extremely too hot, then I may not. I'm going to try my best to go live. I've got to try my best to go live on my other channel, which I need to drop the link for that as well. Give me 1 second here. My other channel. Where am I at here? Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? All right, that's my other channel. If you guys want to sub up, it's going to be mostly talking about true crime, missing persons, court cases, and stuff like that. All right, sucks to be you wants a general reading. And I know Brenda. I did one live on there on July the 6th, I believe it was. The 6-year anniversary of Chance Engelbert going missing. But I like to start getting missing people's faces out there that don't get the traction on YouTube. I don't know why people get hyper focused on certain cases and ignore other people. There's so many missing people that we can talk about. Thank you all that have subscribed to my other channel. I greatly appreciate it. I promise you I will get busy. Like I said, if things work out properly, things may change at the beginning of August. Things may be turning around where I don't have to worry about the heat. We'll see. Pray for me. Pray that things go my way at the beginning of August when all this big event that's taking place in town is done and over with. All right, sucks to be you. A general reading. And I have 3 different tiers of memberships. If you want to consider joining memberships, I do members only lives usually on Tuesdays, every Tuesday. We do all kind of fun things on there. You never know what we're going to do. All right, a general reading here. Whoa, look at the royalty we have sitting here. Sucks to be you. You've got some kind of an authority figure involved in your life. It's regarding a commitment. And that's getting in the way of you being able to push forward in life, in different things, in some aspect of your life, I should say. There's something you're not able to fulfill because right now you're dealing with some type of an authority figure that is in relation to a commitment you may have made. The kings, that's strong figures here. So there's a commitment, some type of a commitment that you've made in your life that an authority figure is stepping in on. And because they're doing that, they're interrupting your life. It's created an interruption, or it's going to create an interruption if it hasn't already. What kind of commitment that's drawing in an authority figure. I don't know. I can't say for sure. But whatever it is, it's interrupting you. It's causing an interruption in your life. Yeah, the one thing that's beyond my control, Brenda, is the weather. Unfortunately, the weather tends to get me all the time. Sometimes it's my internet. Now, I will say that I had to record a video yesterday, last night's message from Spirit. I had to record it 4 times because of the internet. So, sucks to be you. I don't know. It looks like there may be something to do with a commitment that's causing you to go stagnant in your life that you have to deal with. All right, member berries. You want a message from your mother. Let me get a drink real quick here. Oh, okay, O2 Hurricane. Yeah, I'm going to have to look and dig. I want to showcase at least one missing person on the other channel. And then maybe have a discussion either about that missing person or a discussion about something else related to a court. 87 degrees. Oh my God, I couldn't take that. I wouldn't be able to be live right now. You're very welcome. Sucks to be you. You're very welcome. Spirit of morning. I wouldn't be able to be live if it was that hot here. Oh, thank you, Spirit of morning. I have done one live, and you'll notice that I do have one video on that channel as well. It is a train, an old steam engine, which, by the way, should be coming through one day here before the end of the month. I don't know. I don't go outside. There's reasons why I don't go outside. I'll see if I can't get Mr. Hart to record it if it does come through, if he knows when it's coming through, because he's usually up, because that train usually comes through early in the morning. Oh, no. Oh, well, Spirit of Morning, I'm in an RV, and I have the ceiling unit in my bedroom running, and then I have a floor unit, a portable floor unit, sitting right behind me. And if it was 87 degrees, those 2 AC units could not keep up. Not where I'm currently sitting at, because what happens is I'm on the west end of a building. Well, the sun sets in the west. So from around noon, between noon and 1 o'clock, I start getting all the sun until the sun sets. Member berries, you want a message from your mom? Message from mom for member berries. Message from member berries mom. I need a message from member berries mom. I just need to invest in a newer RV. Not a new RV, but a newer one. Because this one's a 91, so there's... Wow, that card likes to come out an awful lot. Ooh. All right, so Member berries. We've got somebody, you're being told that there's a problem with commitment and loyalty here. Now, she's not saying it's you, but perhaps somebody that is involved in your life. And not only is this person not committed, not loyal, but they are incapable of making decisions on their own. They expect others to make the decisions for them. So you might be dealing with somebody that's not somebody that you are. This could be a coworker. It's not necessarily a family member, but it's somebody that's in your life, okay? It could be a coworker, could be somebody you were thinking is a friend. A neighbor, perhaps. Hey, Preet. Yeah, it's too late today. I'm sorry. So there's somebody that's involved in your life in some way that's not committed, they're not loyal, and they're not able to make decisions independently. They have to have others to make decisions for them. And that could be why they have difficulty with loyalty. If you can't make decisions on your own, I could see why you wouldn't be loyal. I'm not sure what day I'll be live this weekend. I have to look at the weather, Preet, but I will be live. Hopefully be live, and it might be later in the day. It all depends on the weather. So there's somebody that you know. It's somebody that you know. I just don't know how close you are to this person. When I say close, is it a family member, or is it a coworker, or is it a friend? Could be one of those. Yeah, I'll be back on this weekend. I'm just not sure what day and what time. I have to look at my weather report and my, because, weather dictates my channel. Unfortunately, I have to protect my camera. This here, I have an external camera. For my other channel, my second channel, I use streaming services on it, so it's totally different, but I have to protect the laptop itself. All right, O2 Hurricane, you're up next. You want to know what the next step is with your problems. You're very welcome, Member Berries. You're very welcome. Hopefully that answers your question. It's somebody that's involved in your life, because we had the Pentacles, we had that card, but I can't specify, I can't say for sure if it's a family member or just somebody that you know, like a coworker or a friend. I need to invest some time in, I really don't want to do drama on the other channel. I'd rather do true crime. I'd like to start getting missing people's faces out there that are not getting the time in the news or on YouTube. the low profile cases, because we have what? We have two cases, especially two cases that are constantly being talked about on YouTube, and it's ridiculous when there's so many other missing people out there. Okay, the next step with your problem. What's the next step with your problem? Thank you, Member Berries. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, I was telling you guys about the train. If you listen to that video, the train, the old steam engine, make sure you don't have your earbuds in or your headphones on because it is extremely loud. Hey, staff grabber. Yeah, that train is due to come through sometime before the end of the month. It should be coming through soon if it hasn't already. It may have already come through and I didn't hear it. I slept right through it if it did. Anything's possible. Just pray that at the beginning of next month, things work out for me. I don't want to jinx myself and say what, but just pray that things go the way that I want them to go, and I will no longer be in this heat as much. It'll still be hot. It's just will be different. All right. The next step with your problem. The next step with your problem that you're having is to stop overthinking about it. Stop wasting time thinking about it. You're putting too much thought into it. Staff grabber. O2 Hurricane, you're wasting time. You're wasting time overthinking this problem. It's hurting you. It's causing you pain. Mentally, it's causing you pain. Thinking about it. So you need to maybe think less about it. Think less about it. Release your thoughts. Don't obsess over it. This problem you have. You're wasting time thinking about it. Sometimes the best thing to do if you have a problem is to not worry about it. Because especially if it's something that's out of your control. If there's something that's out of your control and out of your hands, there's no point in wasting time dwelling on it because you can't do anything about it. So the next step is to stop worrying about it. All right, red skies. Red skies, are you here? All righty. Give me 1 second here. All right. What was your question again? Let me look. Red Skies, you want to know if you would have a job by the end of this month. Yeah, all you can do is try, O2 Hurricane. All you can do is try. All right. Will you have a job by the end of this month? Probably not. Although there might be an offer coming in, but not for this month. There's a good chance there'll be an offer coming in, but it's not going to be for this month. You're not going to hear anything for this month. You may get an offer. I would say if I had this offer may come in let me see. Somewhere between the middle of October and the middle of November. Within that window, the middle of October to the middle of November. I know it is red skies. I know. But I'm looking. I'll tell you how I come up with this. This is the one I said you were going to get an offer on. So this is a cups card. Cups represents water signs. So we've already passed Cancer season. The water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Pisces, we've already long passed. Are we in Cancer season right now? I think we might be in Cancer season right now, but I think it might be, we're almost out of it. Let me look real quick. Cancer, you have like 5 days left of Cancer season to possibly get an offer. So the reason I said mid-October to mid-November is because that would be Scorpio season. Because we had, well, I guess there is the slight chance. We didn't get a definite no. So think positive. You've got 5 days left in Cancer season, which is what this card represents. One of the signs that's represented here. You got 5 days left. So if it doesn't come within the next 5 days, then I would not expect it to come until somewhere between the middle of October and the middle of November, which is Scorpio season. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, Leo season's coming up. There's 5 days left in the sign of astrology sign of Cancer. Kevin, are you still here, Kevin? So, red skies, just pray, that maybe one will come within the next 5 days. If not, unfortunately, it'll be during Scorpio season, which is roughly mid-October to mid-November. Kevin, are you still here, Kevin? All right, Kevin, you're not answering? How about Andrew? Are you here, Andrew? Andrew, are you here? All right, Andrew's here. You want guidance. You want some guidance. Yeah, I'll come right back to you, Kevin. Hang on, I'm doing Andrew right now. Let me do Andrew and then I'll come back to you, Kevin. Don't go nowhere. All right, this is for Andrew. Yeah, just keep an eye out this weekend. I'll schedule a live. It'll either be Saturday or Sunday, but I'm not sure which day yet until I look at the weather forecast. And then if it's going to be extremely hot, I don't know. We'll see. All right. What do we got for Kevin? Ooh, my stomach growling. Sorry if you guys heard that. I apologize. So you have somebody that's making decisions. They're an independent decision maker. Perhaps they've somebody, either you or somebody that you're with, is making decisions that you need to walk away from somebody because a person that you may be associated with is not sincere and loyal as you thought they were. They're not as caring as you thought they were. And so either you or somebody you know made an independent decision to walk away from somebody because there's somebody, this person is, they're not sincere. They're negative. They are a negative person. We have opposing queens here. They don't see eye to eye. Somebody doesn't see eye to eye. And this, like I said, this could be you. You don't see eye to eye with somebody, and you're going to make that decision that, well, I've got to walk away. I've got to walk away. I can't stick with somebody that's not loyal. I can't be around somebody that's not loyal. That's possible, Andrew. That is possible. All right. Kevin, are you here, Kevin? Yeah. You made the right decision, it looks like. You're very welcome, Andrew. You're very welcome. All right, Kevin. I can't pronounce that person's name, but we're going to call that person A. A's feelings and thoughts towards you. You haven't had any contact with that person. If you haven't already hit the thumbs up button, I'd appreciate it if you did. All right. You want to know A's feelings and thoughts towards you because you haven't had contact with this person. There's not been any contact. You want to know what their feelings and thoughts are towards you. Two more after this one. Green Palace. There's two more people after this one. You're welcome. You're welcome. No. This Hang on one second. Mr. Hart's messaging me. All right. So, what am I seeing here? Hi, Ashu. I'm not taking any more readings today. If you'd like to come back this weekend, I'd greatly appreciate it. And I want to thank you for subscribing to my channel. I greatly appreciate that. I can't say what day I'll be back. I'll either be back on Saturday or I'll be back Sunday. Ashu, I'm not going to be able to do it today. But if you want to come back, keep an eye out on the channel. Make sure you have that bell. Hit the bell so that you get notified when I schedule a live. It'll either be Saturday or Sunday. I do apologize. Yeah, turn on notifications. Kevin, this person is not. Good grief. This person is not thinking about you at all. In fact, I got to be careful how I word it. This person does not even think about you. They're not even thinking about you. They don't even think about you existing to them. They're busy creating chaos and abusing their power elsewhere. And see this card here, you're not even in their circle. You're not even in their big circle of people. They're avoiding you. They're avoiding talking to you. And this is a way of sort of a way of mentally abusing you because you're sitting there thinking about them. And they're not thinking about you. They don't care. So I would recommend maybe moving on from that person and not wasting too much more energy on that person. If there's no contact, you're not having any contact, they don't have feelings towards you. And them not contacting you and not thinking about you, not having any feelings or emotions. There's no emotions either. That's a way of kind of abusing you because you're sitting there thinking about them, hoping for contact, and they're not going to contact you. Hi, LMM. I'm not taking any more readings today. If you would come back, make sure you hit the notification bell. I greatly appreciate. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I apologize. I've been on for over 2 hours now already. So if you would keep an eye out, I'm going to be live this weekend. I'll be doing general readings and angel numbers. Just make sure you come early once I set the live up, and you can get a reading then. I do apologize, but I've already been on for 2 hours and I'm exhausted. And I've still got a few people left to read. Thank you for being here. You're welcome, Kevin. You're very welcome. Yeah, Kevin, I would focus. I would stop even thinking about that person and put your focus elsewhere because that person doesn't care. You're just torturing yourself is all you're doing. Culture, are you here, Culture? All right. You wanted a reading, and you're the one that wanted the one reading with the runes. How will work go? You want to know how work's going to go because you're going to be by yourself. Awesome. All right, let's see how work's going to go while you're by yourself. Good night, Ellie. Have a good rest of your evening. Thank you for being here. Turned it upside down. Oh, let's see what we got here. We have the Tiwaz rune in reverse. We have the Ansush rune. It's upright. And then we have the Laguz rune in reverse. So what do we have here? So this is saying that there's not going to be any leadership around. You're going to be by yourself. You already know that. You have the wisdom, the insight to do your job. You have what you need. You have what it takes to be able to do your job by yourself without the assistance of a leader being present. You may have not done this before, or you may have done it in the past, and you're just having to make sure you're stressing out about this because you're going to be by yourself. You've done it before. I feel like you've done it before in the past, and you'll be able to do it again. You have that ability. Just make sure that you have an open line of communication if you need to. So it's going to go well. It's going to go well. I feel like you might be stressing out about it a little bit because maybe you've done it before and it's not something you normally would do. Awesome. You know what you're doing. This rune right here tells me you know what you're doing. You have the wisdom to do that job by yourself. You're very welcome, Culture. You're very welcome. Moonbud, are you still here with me, Moonbud? I have Moonbud and I have Green Palace left. Are you here, Moonbud? Moonbud, are you still with me? Sorry it's taking so long. All right, Moonbud's not answering. How about Green Palace? I'll come back to Moonbud. Green Palace, are you here? All right. You just wanted a general reading. Sure. What's your question? What's your question? Because you didn't really have a question. You just said a general reading. What's your question? Okay. All right. You just want a general reading for career. Okay. I gotcha. Yeah, the job market. I don't understand. So many people are having hard time finding jobs, and then like people here, I've seen people saying about how they're working 4 jobs and are barely able to even make their rent. It's crazy. We live in a crazy world. And if you're subscribed to Fubar, who's in my description under my live, he shows the craziness that we have. Whoa. So I see somebody's playing with fire here. Playing with fire and losing faith. Don't lose faith. Don't lose faith. You have to become creative. And I feel an opportunity may be coming along for you to take a leap of faith on, for you to take a chance at. Oh, you're young. Well, just be careful that you don't fall into a trap of playing with fire here. And what I mean by playing with fire is getting involved in things that you shouldn't get involved in. Addictions. Don't let this bring you down and get you. Don't lose faith. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope and fall into a trap. Yeah, I know this is what I'm saying. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith when it comes to finding a job. And then fall into a trap of playing with fire and becoming addicted to something. And not necessarily substances. It could be, I know, addictions to, some people get addicted to video games. I had to find the right words. Be careful with that. Don't lose faith. If you're playing with fire, stop playing with fire. Stop doing things that you shouldn't do. You're up next, Moonbud. Don't go nowhere. Something's going to come along. It might be something that you don't like, but it's an opportunity. An opportunity is going to come along. A leap of faith. Take a chance on it. I can try to give you one. I'm going to say around the 10th month, which the 10th month is October. Be around October for you as well. Yeah, it's a leap of faith. This is going to be an opportunity that's going to present itself. There's going to be an opportunity coming along. And it will be a leap of faith for you to try it. It's a new beginning. This is about a new beginning. Oh, how about now? Is my voice okay now, Brenda? You see the butterfly there? That's a new beginning. Green Palace, that's a new beginning. Oh. Hope I'm not having... Please. Of course it is, Brenda. We're in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. You're welcome, Green Palace. You're welcome. Of course I'm going to have mic issues. We're in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. Wait a minute. What's today? Today's the 17th. Mercury is turning retrograde tonight at midnight. Dang it. It'll be in the sign of Leo. Guess what? That's my rising sign. Thank you, Mercury retrograde. All right, Moonbud. This is for you, Moonbud. A message for Moonbud. All right. Of course I'm going to get hit with Mercury retrograde. Of course I am. I'm going to cry. No, I'm not. I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank my mods, Metal Clips, and Pollyanna. Pollyanna's probably dreaming right about now. Sleeping at least. All right, this is for Moonbud. You do the same. You have same to you, Spirit of Morning, and thank you for being here. I don't know. Fubar should be coming on here pretty soon, I think. All right, Moonbud. Oh, jeez. All right, you got a big change coming up, Moonbud. You got a big change coming. Oh, I got a spirit here. I have a spirit. I can see it. I can see it in my monitor. All right, so this is moving forward, determined, helping others. This is helping others. Oh, excuse me. I do apologize for that. This is all about helping others. You're going to help somebody. Perhaps this big change, you got a big change coming. This might be that change you were wanting. This is the death card. Now, the death card does not necessarily mean literal death. What it does mean is a transition. So this could mean yes, that could be coming true. It's going to shake things up. It's going to, yes, this is, I think it's happening. It is happening because this is about the split. So this is about what I think it is. That the vision you were working on. You're freeing yourself. Even though it's costing you a little bit financially, you're freeing yourself. That transition is coming through. It's working out for you. That's good news. I know a lot of times when people see this card, it scares them because they think the first thing they think of is because it is called the death card. It scares people, but it's not necessarily about death. It could represent a death. It's technically it is a death in a situation for you. It's the disconnecting part. It's the transition, separating. Yeah, put it in a frame. You know what's funny, Miss? Never mind. I'm not going to tell that story. All right. That was the last one for this evening. I'll be back this weekend. The only thing I can tell you is keep an eye out for me to I'll schedule the live 24 hours in advance. So keep an eye out for a scheduled live and it'll have the time on it. You'll know what time. It'll tell you what time I'll be live. I'm not sure if it'll be Saturday or Sunday. It'll depend on the weather. That's just out of my hands. That's out of my control. I can't control the weather. I wish I could. So everybody, I want to thank everybody for being here. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. My mods, Pollyanna, Metal Clips, thank you both for being here. Stay safe out there. Stay safe from the weather and stay safe in general. I send much love, many blessings to everybody because I do care about all of you. I greatly appreciate all the new subscribers. I appreciate all my members. If you're not a member, you might want to consider becoming a member. I do members only lives once a week. And you never know what's going to happen in a members only live. I'll be back sometime this weekend. Have a safe, wonderful rest of your evening. Stay cool out there, wherever you are. And I'll see you back next time. And try to be kind.